Welcome to English Passage. In today's video, we're going to explore a powerful method that has transformed the lives of thousands of English learners, the secret to learning new words quickly and naturally. Have you ever felt stuck? You spend hours memorizing words, but the next day, they're gone. You use flashcards, apps, and vocabulary lists, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. You're not alone. Let me tell you about Anna, a passionate learner who faced the same struggle. She tried everything, writing words, repeating them endlessly, but nothing worked. Then, Anna discovered something magical, learning words through stories. Suddenly, everything changed. Words like drenched, puzzled, and determined became part of her memory. Not because she forced them in, but because they lived in a story. Let's begin our journey of learning English through stories. That story gave them life, meaning, and emotion. Today, I'll share Anna's journey and show you how to use the same technique. We'll explore the science behind memory, learn how stories create lasting connections, and practice exercises that make learning words feel natural, enjoyable, and exciting. So grab your notebook, find a cozy spot, and let's begin a journey that will change the way you learn English forever. Section 1. Why learning new words can be hard. Learning new words often feels like trying to hold water in your hands. It slips away no matter how hard you try. You might think, if I just memorize more, I'll remember more. But the brain doesn't work that way. Here's why. The brain craves context, emotion, and connection. For example, imagine a list: abandon, frequent, adapt, transform. You might remember them for a few minutes, but by tomorrow, they'll fade. Now, let's put them in a story. Mark moved to a new city. At first, he struggled to adapt. He had to find new friends, learn the local customs, and adjust to a different way of life. To feel more comfortable, he started to frequent the local market. At first, he felt out of place. But over time, he transformed into a confident, independent person who embraced his new environment. Suddenly, those words, adapt, frequent, transform, have meaning. They're part of Mark's journey. Your brain remembers the story, the feelings, the transformation. The same goes for Maria, who couldn't remember the word curious. That is, until she heard a story about Mia, a little girl who asked endless questions because she was so curious about the world. Mia's curiosity led her to explore hidden paths in her neighborhood, discover rare birds, and even build her own little science experiments at home. Now, whenever Maria hears curious, she imagines Mia's bright eyes, her endless questions, and her excitement to learn. In this section, we'll explore why learning without context is like planting seeds in dry sand. Nothing takes root, nothing grows. But when you learn through stories, it's like planting those seeds in rich, nourishing soil. The words grow into strong, lasting memories because they are connected to feelings, visuals, and meaning. So, let's dive deeper into how your brain works, share more inspiring examples, and prepare you for the next step. Learning words with purpose, passion, and power. Section 2. The 5-step system for learning words fast. Now that we understand the challenge, let's unlock the solution. The S.P.A.C.E system, a simple yet powerful method for learning words that will stay with you for life. S is for see it in a story. Imagine Emma, caught in a sudden rainstorm, completely drenched. She's laughing, running for shelter, her shoes squeaking on the wet ground. That vivid image sticks in your mind. P is for personalize. Think of a time you got drenched. Maybe it was when you walked home from school without an umbrella, Or when you danced in the rain as a child. When you connect a word to your own life, it becomes yours. A is for act it out. Don't just read the word, be the word. Stand up, pretend you're shivering, feel the water dripping down your face, hear the sound of the rain. When you involve your body, you activate more areas of your brain, making the word unforgettable. C is for create your own story. Let's make one together. Emma lost her umbrella on a windy day. She was completely drenched as she searched for it, feeling puzzled about where it could have gone. Despite the rain, she stayed determined to find it. And eventually, she did. E is for explain it to someone else. Tell a friend, a family member, or even your pet. Drenched means completely wet. Yesterday, I got drenched walking home without an umbrella. Teaching others reinforces your understanding and memory. We'll practice this method together with words like glance, grateful, cautious, delightful. You'll see how each word becomes part of your world, your story, and your confidence. By the end, these words won't feel like strangers. They'll feel like old friends. Let's move forward and unlock the true potential of storytelling in learning English. Section 3. The power of retelling stories. Here's where the real transformation begins. Retelling stories. Listening is the first step, but retelling is where the magic happens. It's like lifting weights for your brain, building strength, flexibility, and fluency. When you retell a story, you don't just repeat words, you recreate the experience in your mind, reinforcing every detail. Let's practice together with Mark's unexpected journey. First, I'll tell the story in the past tense. Mark planned a picnic, but it rained. He glanced at the grey sky, feeling puzzled. Despite the rain, he felt determined and grateful for the experience. Now, let's retell it in the present tense. Mark plans a picnic, but it's raining. He glances at the grey sky, feeling puzzled. Despite the rain, he feels determined and grateful for the experience. And in the future tense, Mark will plan a picnic, but it might rain. He will glance at the grey sky, feel puzzled, yet stay determined and grateful for the experience. By retelling the same story in different tenses, you build a flexible, natural understanding of grammar and sentence structure. It's like training your brain to think in English, not just translate from your native language. Let's also practice transforming simple sentences into different forms. I felt nervous before the interview. I feel nervous before the interview. I will feel nervous before the interview. This exercise builds confidence and helps you express yourself clearly in conversations. We'll do more examples together, exploring a range of verbs, feelings, and situations. You'll discover that retelling stories makes vocabulary stick, not as isolated words, but as part of meaningful, connected language. It's a powerful way to build fluency, and it turns learning into a creative, enjoyable process. Section 4. How to learn 5 new words every day. Now, let's talk about a simple but life-changing habit. Learning 5 new words every day. That's 150 words a month, 1,800 words a year. The secret isn't just learning words, it's living them. Here's how you do it. Step 1. Pick 5 words from a story you read or heard. For example, hurry, obstacle, encourage, succeed, explore. Step 2. Write a sentence for each word that connects to your life. For instance, I hurry every morning to catch the bus. Step 3. Say the words out loud. Feel the rhythm, the sound, the energy. Let the words flow naturally. Step 4. Create a mini story using all 5 words. Sarah had to hurry to the station. On the way, she faced an obstacle, a flat tire. But her friend encouraged her not to give up. She explored a new path and succeeded in catching the train. Step 5. Explain the words to someone else. Teach a friend, a family member, or even your pet. Teaching is the ultimate test of understanding. We'll practice this together using the busy morning, a fun story filled with useful words. By the end of the section, you'll have a system for making words part of your life, not just your notebook. It's not just about learning 5 words, it's about creating a lifelong habit that makes you a confident English speaker step by step. Section 5. Bonus tips for fast vocabulary learning. Ready to supercharge your learning? Let's dive into some powerful bonus strategies that will make your vocabulary journey even more exciting and effective. These techniques are simple, fun, and proven to work. First, try using flashcards with images. For example, if you're learning the word astonished, draw a cartoon face with wide eyes and an open mouth. The visual image sticks in your mind far better than a plain definition. Next, create mind maps. Take a word like curious and branch out to related words: inquisitive, wonder, eager, question, explore. This builds connections in your brain, making it easier to remember and use new words. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks, and when you hear a new word, pause, write it down, and use it in a sentence. For example, yesterday, I heard the word serene in a podcast. So I wrote, the lake looked serene in the morning light. Watch movies with subtitles. Pick a film you love, and as you watch, capture interesting phrases or expressions. This helps you learn words in real, natural sentences. Talk to yourself in English. It may sound silly, but it works. For instance, say, today, I feel strong, confident, and excited to learn new words. And don't forget the power of spaced repetition. Review new words after 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. This technique helps your brain move words from short-term to long-term memory, making them stick. Let me share a success story. Maria, a dedicated learner, used these techniques, especially combining stories, repetition, and teaching others. In just 6 months, she learned over 1,000 new words. Maria's journey proves that it's not about talent. It's about using smart strategies, building daily habits, and believing in yourself. These bonus tips are your superpower for making vocabulary stick. The more creative, curious, and consistent you are, the faster you'll see results. Section 6. Interactive practice. Your turn. Now it's your turn. Let's put everything into action. Choose 5 words you've learned today and create your own story. Let's try with curious, explore, obstacle, determined, achieve. Here's an example. Lily was a curious girl who loved to explore the woods. One day, she faced an obstacle, a fallen tree blocking her path. But she was determined to find a way around it, and she achieved her goal by discovering a secret trail. Now, pause the video, grab your notebook, and write your own story. Use your imagination, make it fun, colorful, and personal. When you're ready, say it out loud. Then, share it in the comments. I can't wait to read your stories and cheer you on. Every story you create, every word you use, brings you closer to fluency. Learning words is not just about memory. It's about creativity, connection, and practice. Let's learn and grow together. One story, one word at a time. Thank you for joining me today on English Passage. Remember, The secret to learning new words fast isn't memorizing lists. It's about bringing words to life through stories, emotions, and real situations. It's about immersing yourself in language, letting your imagination shape your learning, and creating your own meaningful connections. You've learned the S.P.A.C.E system, the power of retelling, and the joy of storytelling. You've discovered how stories can make words stick in your mind like vivid paintings, how acting out words can bring them to life, and how teaching others can make your knowledge solid as a rock. Learning English is not just a skill, it's a journey of discovery, growth, and confidence. Every word you learn is a step closer to fluency, and every story you create is a step toward mastering this beautiful language. Keep writing, keep speaking, keep retelling, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself, even when it feels hard. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore even more exciting techniques to make English a natural, joyful part of your life. Until then, stay curious, stay motivated, and remember, every word has a story. Every story brings you closer to your dreams. And every dream starts with a single word. You've got this. Jai Hind. Vande Matram.